Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to try something a little different, hopefully a little fun. My wife is over here. See that little computer in the background? And she's been, talking about some news stories and wants to chat. So let's chat.
Okay, so in San Francisco, they have a huge panhandling problem. San Francisco is probably one of the most homeless and poverty-friendly city.
Yep.
I guess. I remember when I was out there, I saw a lot of new buildings going up, a lot of new apartment complexes, and I asked my guide at the time what they were, and he said they were homeless buildings, that the city had actually built apartments.
Funded by the government.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, I read an article today that San Francisco's solution, or at least one man's solution that he's trying to gain traction with, is he is going to take panhandlers and offer them puppies. And they get to keep the puppies, and they receive a stipend from this organization to keep the puppies, but if they panhandle, then they take away the puppies, and they don't get the stipend. And the stipend, I think, is $50 to $75 a week.
A week?
Yes. Yes. And I don't know how much the average panhandler makes. I'm going to assume it's more than $75 a week. Because wasn't there a special a while ago where some, 2020 show followed a panhandler home and he got into a Mercedes?
But here's the deal. $50 a week, that's a ton of money. We were doing the $3 a day for food.
Right.
Take all that leftover money and put it in booze. That's like the panhandling.
Well, actually, it's not cheap to care for a dog. See, this is the problem. How is the solution to give somebody who doesn't have any money something that's going to cost them money?
Well, it's to grow the responsibility, right? It's to grow the
is that true?
Individual's responsibility. Maybe. For the ones that accept the dog.
First of all, I don't know how many people are going to want to take on a dog.
The ones that would be affected by the responsibility of owning one.
I think it's a terrible idea.
I
think
there's going to be some dogs with little cups attached to them that says, "Give me money."
Well, if they do that, then they lose the dog. They said they will take the dog back and give it to the shelter.
How are they going to find a homeless person? He can go anywhere.
No, it's not. No, it's not a homeless person. It's a panhandler. I guess they have some anecdotal evidence in their city that the majority of panhandlers are not homeless.
Okay, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, that's pretty interesting.
I found that fun.
And I think it's really terrible because I actually really do want a dog, and we constantly debate whether or not the responsibility of having a dog and the added expenses are really worthwhile.
Right.
Considering, we have other goals that we want to take.
And we're not home enough for a dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they think that you're never, ever, ever, never coming home. So I panicked.
Yes. And then you're just going to go ahead and put a picture of that up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So another interesting news story is that President Obama visits Sarah Jessica Parker's Manhattan brownstone for an elaborate fundraiser.
Is it Sarah Jessica Parker's horse ranch?
No, it's actually her brownstone.
You didn't get the joke?
No.
Horse face?
I like Sarah Jessica Parker. And
all right.
I love Sex and the City, so...
I love Sex in the Suburbs.
And okay. So, obviously, Obama's done a whole lot of fundraising recently and gotten press about all the fundraisers thrown by Hollywood celebrities.
Right.
And in the same day, there was... looks like Mitt Romney actually went to Obama's hometown, raised $3.3 million for himself and Republicans.
Wait, Mitt Romney went to Kenya?
No.
I'm just kidding.
He raised millions in Chicago, and it's it's interesting because one of the things that Obama has done is taken that barrier. There used to be some kind of semblance of decorum, I guess, where the politics and Hollywood didn't mix. You know, with
that's been gone for like a long time.
Well, with the exception of Ronald Reagan, I just don't think that the Republicans, anyway.
Oh, the Republicans, yeah, but not the Democrats. They've been with movie stars for a long time.
Right, and actually, do you think that is a mistake?
No.
Are Republicans now less accessible and less exposed to the general public because they aren't publicizing the celebrities that are backing them? We live in a celebrity-driven society.
Wait. What's your problem? Is that Republicans are going to stars or they aren't?
They aren't.
Well, if there's a star that wants to support Romney or whatever, then there's no reason not to allow that. I don't see what the problem is. Excuse me. I don't see what the problem is.
I think that the Obama campaign is specifically going out to reach out to Hollywood stars. Because not only does it get him additional funds from the demographic of people who have the most funds to give, it gives him a lot of press.
Yeah, but at the same time, Hollywood's so jaded against conservative values and any kind of values that isn't a liberal value that I don't know. It may actually to a lot, but to a lot of conservative folks, it might look like Romney was pandering or he was more disconnected with his base than not.
I don't think that that's true.
I do. I think that people seeing
if you start with somebody like Dennis Miller or even Elizabeth Hasselbeck,
but they both Dennis Miller is involved in campaign stuff. He has been for a long time.
Right, but massive fundraisers. I think that it's worth trying in terms of PR to reach the younger voters.
Okay, I agree with you on that one. There's no harm in trying it.
Because all you have now is young children who are indoctrinated into democratic ideals from liberal teachers through liberal high schools, then liberal colleges, and then the Hollywood society takes over. Because how many things now are made popular because some celebrity has tried it or spoke favorably of it or was pictured
to the young people? A lot of things.
But those are the future voters.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I don't want to get into a whole discussion on the depth of thought to the youth, but
I mean, do you take this high road so far that your road disappears?
No, I'm not taking a high road. I don't have any problem with it. But I don't know the stars you're talking about that are going to come out and do a fundraiser aside from Dennis Miller, John Voight, and who else? Who else we got?
There were actually, let me look it up. Adam Sandler.
Really?
Alice Cooper. Amy Grant, Angie Harmon, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and actually Schwarzenegger, he's kind of a rhino. Bruce Willis. Candace Bushnell, the author of
Done. No, you don't have to go any farther than Bruce Willis. You get Bruce. Okay. I mean,
pause. Chuck Norris was spotted at a Mike Huckabee rally.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Chuck Norris seems like the type. Okay, all right. I take it back. But here's the deal. Most of those, but see, that's actually the issue with a lot of conservative fundraising is that most of the people who contribute to conservative fundraising aren't of the, glitz and glamour of Hollywood or whatever. I'm sure that all those celebrities do give, but that's not generally what most people do.
Hey, did you know that Lorne Michaels donated to the McCain campaign? Which actually kind of makes sense.
Why?
Like, you think about 30 Rock?
Yeah.
And it's kind of jabbing fun at conservatives, but not in
because he's like the Jack Donaghy
way.
Because he's the Jack Donaghy character.
Yes.
Oh, all right.